Hello, good morning, my dear students and all viewers. Hope you are all are well. Okay, we are going to start the same chapter, mensuration. And yesterday we have discussed or we have solved three different problems in detail. But today we are going to make some formula to solve that three question directly. Yesterday we have done in detail. It takes too much time, but when we do by using formula it will take less time. So today we are going to make formula for those three questions. Okay, those three different type of conditions. Okay, come to the board. The first condition say, suppose this is a rectangle. We are still in plane figure, that's why all plane figures are coming. So this is a rectangle, rectangular garden or rectangular field, and and suppose here is another rectangle. This is also a rectangle. Okay, this is also a rectangle, and suppose this is of uniform width. Yesterday we have done this is uniform width. Okay, yesterday we have told that this is the shaded region. Yesterday we have discussed about this, that this is the shaded region. But today we say this shaded region as path, way, road. Today what we say, suppose this shaded region is the uniform path. This shaded region is uniform path. Okay, we say ahead this is as uniform path. Okay, now see, if the value of this length and this breadth is given, if the value of this length and this breadth is given, then it is called the path inside the rectangle. Again, if this length and this breadth is given, then we call this path is inside the rectangle. Okay, but take a second condition to in the same condition. Suppose this is the uniform width. Suppose this length and this breadth is given, at that time this path is called path inside the rectangle or rectangular field or rectangular garden or rectangular anything. But if this length and this breadth is given, at that time this path is called outside the rectangle. Okay, when this length and breadth is given, then at that time this path is outside the rectangle. That's why it is called path outside the rectangle. Here the value of this length and this breadth is given, that's why at that time this path is inside this rectangle, inside the given rectangle. That's why here the path is called path inside the rectangle. Here this path is outside this rectangle. That's why at that time or in this condition this path is called outside the rectangle. Okay, you should be very careful. You should be very careful that it is inside or outside. If it is inside, then the value of length of breadth of bigger rectangle is given. When it is said that outside the outside path, then you should be careful that at that time length and breadth of the small rectangle, inner rectangle is given. Again, when there is called or there is said that inside the path inside the rectangle, at that time we should know that the length and breadth is given of bigger rectangle. Same way, if the path is called outside the rectangle, at that time the value of the length and breadth of the small rectangles are given. You should be very careful to differentiate path outside or path inside. Okay. So, this is the condition of path inside the rectangle, because the length and breadth of bigger rectangle is given. So, the condition is called path inside the rectangle. And in this condition we say path outside the rectangle. Okay. So, you should be very careful about the condition. When path inside of rectangle is given, at that time the length and breadth of the bigger rectangle is given. Same way, when path outside the rectangle is given, then the length and breadth of small rectangle are given. Now, we are going to find the area of the shaded region in this condition also and this condition also. Yesterday we have found, but we have found numerically. Now, we are going to derive the formula for the same two condition. In both the condition, how can we find out the shaded region? In both the condition, we can find the shaded region by subtracting area of the small rectangle from the area of the big rectangle. In this condition also, to find shaded region or the area of path, we subtract the area of the small rectangle from the area of big rectangle. Okay. The process is same, yesterday we have done. So, here to find area of this path, we should know, or we should have the area of this big rectangle and area of this small rectangle. Okay. Now, as we have done yesterday in big rectangle, right here in big rectangle. In big rectangle means this, the length of breadth is given, length L is given, L, you can write L, and breadth is B is also given, B. And one thing, suppose this uniform width is given by D, or you can use X, or you can use Y, W, or any other alphabet. Suppose D is the distance between, D is the width of this uniform path. Here also D is the breadth of D, you can write, or you can write X, or you can write W or other letters also. Suppose this the distance of this part is D or X or W, and this is all uniform, all side uniform, all side, it is all side uniform. Now, we can find out area of big circle. Therefore, area of big circle, you can write here A, B, A for area, B for big, or you can write A1, A2 also. The formula L into B. Now, come in small circle, small rectangle, not here circle, it is rectangle. In small rectangle, in small rectangle we need length, we need length. Now, see this, we have to find out, this is the length for the small rectangle, this is the breadth for the small rectangle. So, how can we find out the length of this rectangle? Yesterday we have done that. This part is D, this part is also D. If we subtract from this length, if we subtract this part and this part, we will get this part. So, to get this part, from this length we subtract this D and this D, that is length, you can write here L, this is the L, from this L we can subtract this d and this d, minus d and minus d, that is L minus 2d. This is the length, this is the length of this is small rectangle, L minus 2d. Similarly, breadth also we can find out. This part is d, this part is also d. From this breadth, if we subtract this d and this d, we will get this breadth of the small rectangle. From this b, that is b, and subtract this d means 1 time d, subtract this d 1 time d, it will be b minus 2d. It means the breadth of this small rectangle is what? B minus 2d. Okay, therefore find area that is A, as we can say, area of a small rectangle, that is what? L minus 2d into B minus 2d. This is the area of a small rectangle. And then after what we do? We subtract area of the small rectangle from area of the big rectangle to get this shaded region or area of the path. Now, area of path or area of shaded region. Yesterday we have used shaded region is AB minus AS, means area of small rectangle, we subtract area of small rectangle from area of big rectangle. Now see what is the value of area of big rectangle, that is L into B, and minus what is the area of small rectangle, that is L minus 2d and B minus 2d. Okay. Now after simplifying this, we will get the area of the path or area of the shaded region as formula. So now solve it. L into B means L into B, right here curly bracket. Now multiply these two bracket, L into B, it will be LB minus 2LD. If we multiply minus 2BD, that is minus minus plus 2 to the 4 d square. Now see LB, L into minus 2d, that is minus 2LD, 2d minus b, that is 2 minus bd, minus minus plus 2d to 2d, 4d square. L into b minus, now see multiply by minus inside the bracket, that is that will be minus LB minus minus plus 2LD minus minus plus 2BD and minus plus minus, that is 4d square. Now see anything is cancelled here, so this L into B, this L into will be cancelled. Now see what's remain, 2LD plus 2BD minus 4d square. And now see whether anything is common here. So 2 and the 2, 2 and the 2, 2 to the 4, 2 is common. Here also D, here also D, here also D, then 2D is the common. And what remains inside? Here L plus here B minus 2D. So this will be the direct formula for finding this area of shaded region or area of path when length and breadth of the outside rectangle or big rectangle is given. Okay, this is the formula for area of path, 2d L plus B minus 2d. This is the area of path. Formula for area of path, we don't need this much. If you use this formula, you can find out area of this path directly. Or this is an equation. Sometimes you may have given that this, then you will get the value of area of path. Sometimes this area of path is given, length is given, breadth is given. We have to find out d. Again, we can use this formula and then we can find out the value of d. Same way, here suppose you have 4 variable, L, B is one variable, 2 variable, D is the second variable, third variable, and that area of path is fourth variable. Out of this fourth variable, if any three variable is given, we can find out the remaining variables. Okay, so you should consider or remember this condition, that when we use this formula, when we have to find out area of path inside the big rectangle, that is 2D bracket L plus B minus 2D. This is the direct formula. Then we use this direct formula. Okay, this is the first condition. Now we are going for second condition. Path inside the rectangle we have done. Now path outside the rectangle. Now second condition, that is path outside the rectangle. The condition is same condition, same figure, but given is different. In this condition, this L and this B is given. If length and breadth of this rectangle is given, then this path is outside this rectangle. That's why the path is called path outside the rectangle. And suppose we have the uniform with D. We have uniform with D. Now again we have to find out area of this path or area of this shaded region. Okay, the process is same. First of all, we find area of big rectangle, then we find area of small rectangle, and then we subtract area of small rectangle from the area of big rectangle. The concept is same, the way is same. So again, now see, we have in big rectangle, you can find out first for small rectangle also. In big rectangle, now see big rectangle this. So do we know the length and breadth of this rectangle? We have given length of breadth of this small rectangle, but we do not have the length and breadth of this big rectangle. So how can we find out length and breadth of the big rectangle? Same way, yesterday we have discussed this one. If this is L and this is the D, because this is uniform width, so it will be D, and this also will be D. In this length, if we add this D and this D, will get from here to here, that will be the length of the big rectangle. Similarly, in this breadth, if we add this D and this D, will get this breadth of the big rectangle. Okay, so for length of big rectangle, that is this part is L, this part is D plus, and this part also D plus, it will be L plus 2D. Similarly for breadth, this part is B and this part is D and this part is also D, it will be B plus 2D. Now therefore area of the big rectangle is equal to this into this, L plus 2D into B plus 2D. Okay, now leave it. Come to small rectangle. In small rectangle or rectangle which is inside, the length is, length is given L, breadth is given B, therefore area is equal to L into B. This is you can write here AS, this area as you can write AB. AB means area of big rectangle, AS means area of small rectangle. And now to find this shaded region or the area of path, again we subtract area of a small rectangle from the area of the big rectangle. You always remember that to find the shaded region, always you subtract area of a small rectangle or a small figure from the area of the big figure. Okay. Now area of path or area of shaded region is area of big rectangle minus area of small rectangle. What is area of big rectangle? Area of big rectangle is L plus 2D into L plus 2D minus area of small rectangle is L into B or LB. Now multiply this L square, L square, and then after, sorry, this is not L, this is B, L plus 2D and B plus 2D. Now multiply LB, you will get LB, L into 2D, 2LD plus 2D into B, 2BD plus 2D into 2D, 4D square. Again check L into B, LB, L into 2D, 2LD, 2D into B, 2BD, 2D into 2D, 4D square, and then minus LB. Again we can cancel this plus LB and minus LB. It remains 2LD plus 2BD plus 4D square. Now again take the common is 2D, 2D and 2D. So take out common as 2D, will remain here L plus B plus 2D. So this is the area of path inside the outside the rectangle. So this is the direct formula. We don't need this much. When question is given, you understand the condition, which condition, either it is of inside the rectangle or it is outside of rectangle, then use accordingly formula. So this is the formula, direct formula to find area of shaded region or area of path when inside the value of inside of rectangle is given. Okay. Good. Thank you very much for this condition. Now we are going to derive another formula. Now see, we have done 3 questions. This inside the rectangle shaded region or outside the rectangle. We have made here direct formula. Now we are going to make for cross section. Okay, cross path. Area of cross path. Formula makes our calculation very easy, but it is not necessary that we always remember formula. If we know concept, then you can yourself solve the problem either doing in detail or by using formula, but formula is only way to make it short. Okay. Now third condition. The third condition is, suppose this is a rectangle having length L and breadth B. This is the rectangle, okay, and inside the rectangle suppose 2 path is given, 2 path of uniform width, again say the width of the path is D, and 2 path is given and both are intersecting each other at a time, and suppose this is also D, okay, D. Now we have to find out same area of this path, and in this condition it is called area of cross path. Why it is called area of cross path? Because both the path crossed each other at this area. There are 2 path, vertical path and horizontal path, and both intersect each other in this area. Now we have to find out this area of the shaded region, or this is called area of cross path. Okay. This type of question also we have done yesterday. Okay, same way we do, but yesterday it was given numerical, now we have given here variable or alphabet. The condition is area of cross path. Area of cross path inside the rectangle. Inside a rectangle. This is the condition. So yesterday I told you that how we find out area of this cross path. First of all, we find area of this path, and then after we find area of this path, and then we add these two path, but this part is repeating 2 times. Then we subtract the area of this path. Okay, first find area of this path, then find area of this path, and again find the area of this path, and then add this 2 area and subtract this common area. Okay. Now take this one, area of vertical path, you can say vertical path, area of vertical path. So only you see this much. In this condition, length will be this line. This line will be length of the path, and this line is actually breadth of the rectangle. So L of the vertical path length of the vertical path is actually it is what? It is B. So write here B. Then what is the breadth of the path? The breadth of this part is from here to here, that is D. Breadth, that is D. Now find area. Therefore area you can write here AV, area of V for vertical, or you can write A1, A2, A3, anyone. What is the formula? Length into breadth, that is length is B, breadth is D, that is BD. BD is the area of this vertical path. Okay. Now same area of horizontal path. In area of horizontal path means you have to see this much only. The length of this path is the same as length of the rectangle. The value of this rectangle, length of this rectangle will be the length of this horizontal path also. So what is the length of the path? Length of the path is L as it is. And what will be the breadth of this path? The breadth of this path is this uniform width, that is D, and then therefore area you can say AH, area for horizontal path, that is L into D, that is LD. So we have got BD as area of this vertical path and LD as area of horizontal path, and again we have to find out area of this common path, common region, and the length of the common region is D, and also the breadth of the common region is D. So we have to find also area of this common path, area of common path or area of this region. Now it will be D into D, that is D square. This into the this is D, this is also D, L into L or L into B, that is D into D, that is D square. Now the area of the cross path, or area of the shaded region is area of vertical path plus area of horizontal path minus area of common region. You can write here area of common path, common region. Now what is the area of vertical path? Area of vertical path we had BD plus area of horizontal path, we have LD minus area of common path, that is d square. Now take out common, here is d, and here is also d, so d is common. Now what remains? B plus L minus d, or we can write d L plus b minus d. This will be the area of cross path. This will be the area of formula of cross path. So when this condition is given, we can find out area by using this formula directly. We don't need this much, this much, this much, this much. If you know this formula, then you can do it very easily. Okay. So yesterday we have done 3 questions in detail in numerical problem, and today we have made formula for that 3 condition. What were the condition? Area of path inside the rectangle, second area of path outside the rectangle, and third cross area of path. So you have to remember 3 things: area of path inside, area of path outside, and crossed area of the path. Okay. Okay, thank you very much for today, and hope you are enjoying our classes. Thank you very much today. Have a good day. And again I am saying there is no homework. You only watch our videos once, twice, thrice. How many times you can watch? Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye. Namaste.